Hey, welcome everyone to Story Trading. Man, do we have an exciting, comprehensive special weekly meetup line for you tonight because of what's going on in Ukraine. It just so happened we had a lot of stocks we wanted to have updates on with either recent catalysts or upcoming catalysts. So we already had all those pre-scheduled and we don't want to cancel that. So we're doing a special 2-hour edition where after we do the regular stocks, we'll jump into what's going on with Ukraine. So quick disclaimer, Story Trading is not an investment advisor. That goes also for all of our speakers and our guests. Investing in securities involves significant risk of loss. If you're watching this on social media, what is a story trading? Story trading is the practice of understanding market pricing through the lens of our 4 pillars: fundamentals, catalysts, sentiment, and technicals. We collaborate as a community on WhatsApp and on Zoom, and we are building our own app. You can sign up for that or to be part of our WhatsApp community over at StoryTrading.com. We have lots of what we call VIP picks. These are stocks that are presented on Zoom at our weekly meetups on Sunday night. So you can head over to StoryTrading.com and see all those stocks we've presented in the past with links to the YouTube recording. So as we said tonight, the topic, we'll do an update on some key VIP picks. Then we'll have that special extended session on what's going on in Ukraine and how we can benefit monetarily from that. So tonight we'll be doing TPCS with Mark Gomes giving us an update, TFFP. Zach Keller will give us an update because of recent catalysts. Gaia earnings are tomorrow, so we'll quickly chat about that. I'll give you an update on CFVI and an introduction to SEAC. So we're going to go through these real fast because this is a lot of stuff. So first, just a quick little preview of what we'll do in the second half about the Russia-Ukraine war impact. So at this point, with the events over the weekend, I no longer think this is just trading volatility, which some of us have been trying to do, and hedging and things like that in our trade room. I think at this point, this is not just noise and short-term volatility, but there is an opportunity here. And that opportunity is based on this. I believe a line has been crossed with what's going on in Russia and the threat of nukes. I think the world has been changed forever, and sentiment will try and foresee longer term fundamental changes in multiple sectors. So here are a few ideas we'll be talking about. I think these can be powerful trend trades for many months or quarters, maybe even years, a long-term shift, maybe lasting as long as the COVID trade or more. So we're talking about reduced dependence on Russia. We're going to be seeing defense spending maybe going up, fears of nuclear war, something new to our generation, which may be something that may spark some trade ideas, and we'll do some brainstorming. So we'll get to that at the end. But so with that, let's hit the next stock. Guys, if you have any questions on any of these stocks, throw them in chat as they're talking, because we're not going to have time for a dedicated Q&A after each stock. Maybe at the end, we can circle back. So here we go. Next stock is Gaia. Gaia has earnings tomorrow. So last trade 689, market cap 141 million. This is in the content streaming sector. Again, earnings 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. Now, I presented this, man, a bad one for me. And as far as timing goes, down 34% since I presented it as a story trade, man. I held on to it the whole time. So I'm down on this, but yeah, it made it maybe a little bit of a miscalculation on the sentiment pillar, thinking that Demi Lovato was going to be like a person who would give these guys mainstream appeal, because there's a big knock on them that their content's very fringe, and that may be why some people are avoiding it. But in any case, I'm not really keeping up with the financials myself. So we got a little earnings preview by Andy in our room. Oh, where'd it go? Yeah, we'll show it to you in a second. Here's a chart, and there's our 4 pillars, and here we go. So got these notes from Andy. I don't know if this is here. If you are, feel free to jump in, but organic revenue growth, this is what is expecting for earnings tomorrow of 20%, guidance for 20% in 2022, operating leverage showing through in Q4 numbers. Is looking for details on the recent acquisition. Basic membership is $20. They acquired 300,000 members for cash and stock totaling 18 million. Says, I assume yoga streaming service does not have significant OPEX outside of S&M. The wild card here being disclosures on an investment made 5 years ago, but I believe a 10 million investment was made 5 years ago in an international tech company. From a podcast with Peter from Arco Capital, has a relationship with Gaia Management. He says that management is eager to talk about this investment, and he believes it's worth $3 to $5 a share. He doesn't share any evidence to back this up, but I have also seen this discussed on VIC. Not sure what VIC is. So if you're here, Andy, feel free to repeat that comment. There's another comment that I thought was very interesting that I added, because I think management plays a huge role in terms of the sentimental value. And oftentimes if you see over or under valuations in a stock, it has something to do with management. So here, Brian made a really good point that Jirka, the CEO, has not been around, has been a little MIA, and has been a little concerned about that because he made a valid point that when you're investing in a company, you're really making a bet on the CEO. So what's going on with that? Will he reappear? Does he have some sort of illness? What's the story with the CEO? Will he be back on the conference call tomorrow? So that's 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. I didn't have a chance to look up. I'm not sure if there's any analysts covering this. But if there are, we'd like to, probably a good idea to look at what analysts expect in terms of revenue and earnings. That could give you a little bit of an idea of how the stock may react immediately after the earnings report. But if you're not a member of StoryTrading yet, you can become a VIP member at StoryTrading.com. We have access to a dedicated WhatsApp group for each of the stocks we talked about tonight. And you can head over to our website, also check out our other events coming up. You can follow us on YouTube and on Twitter at StoryTrading.